If you want to match and extract a substring from the matched string, then you should go for find all method. Find all method. So here we can actually check out the example at the bottom. So we have imported re, then we have initialized a string to x, which reads like my two favorite numbers are 19 and 42. Now if our purpose is to extract the numbers in the line, that is 2, 19 and 42, then we can use the find all, which will run like y is equal to re dot find all of two parameters again. First parameter is a pattern, second parameter is the variable or the line of string to read. So here what is the pattern? The pattern is to match a number. The pattern is to match a number. So this particular find all will start scanning from left to right and will match the number identified in the sequence. And the return value of find all is always a list. So it will return a list which contain the elements 2, 19 and 42. Here writing the pattern 0 to 9 and plus is very important. So it will match one or more digits. And we have another example here. So if you write 0 to 9 plus, of course it will extract only the numbers 2, 19 and 42. Suppose if I write for the same variable value, if I write a different pattern, say AEIOU, then we can, and that too in a capital letter, we don't identify any capital letter in the set AEIOU, the x value. So of course the find all should return an empty list, because there is no such a uppercase letter in the given variable value. So it's an empty list. So then we have another example here. We will show what is greedy and non-greedy. So here we have an example. Import re and x is having some line of string, that is from colon using the colon character. Here in this line we have two colons, and then I will write a find all with a pattern. The pattern is very important. Cap F means beginning of the line should start with character capital F followed by dot plus. Dot plus means one or more characters until you find a colon. This particular find all returns a list having a substring from colon using the colon. Means the find all search not stopped at the first encounter of colon, it actually stopped at second encounter. If the line was having third colon, that the find all would have stopped searching at third colon. So it will not stop at the first colon, it will continue to search for the any number of colons available in the line. This behavior is called greedy matching. How to stop this greedy matching and how to make it to stop at the first encounter itself? So the solution is just postfix the character question mark, that is the meta character. So see, in this example we are postfixing it with question mark meta character. This time your output will be simply from colon. So this is called non-greedy matching. If you want greedy matching, don't use question mark at the end. If you want non-greedy matching, then you should of course postfix it with a question mark. This is a very important feature in regular expressions. So this is how you can create several cryptic codes. And here we have another find all method invocation, and you just focus on the first parameter of find all. Here we have backslash capital S plus at symbol in the middle, again backslash capital S plus, means one or more. Always backslash capital S will match non-white space character, non-blank space character. So now if I execute this invocation, so it will extract the Stephen dot mark word. So this Stephen dot mark word doesn't have any space in between. So the total thing is considered as, starting with the Stephen dot mark word will be considered as first part, that is backslash capital S plus. This is first part. At symbol is the middle character. Then after the at, whatever the characters I get without a space are considered as second backslash capital S plus. That is nothing but uct dot ac dot za. After za we have a space, so that is not considered and the search will stop at that particular point. So when we print the return value, we will get Stephen dot mark word at uct dot ac dot za. Stephen dot mark word is the first backslash capital S plus. uct dot ac dot za is the second backslash capital S plus. So this is how we can get the non-white space characters using a following cryptic code. So if you want the same extraction from the lines that start with the word from and a colon, then you can make a minor change to the cryptic code. As you can see, the find all have a first parameter as cap from colon. Cap from colon means you should identify the lines that start with from colon. Then after from colon you can read 0 or more characters with non-greedy behavior. We have a question mark with non-greedy behavior. And you should identify backslash S plus at backslash S plus. That is non-white space characters, two non-white space characters having at in between. And after this match, you only extract that email part, that email address part. So that is why we have added parenthesis, open parenthesis and close parenthesis to only a cryptic code having backslash S plus at backslash S plus. So this parenthesis will actually make it to extract a particular substring from the matched string. So this is what we were using in the strings concept previously. If we want to extract uct.ac.za, we were identifying the starting position of uct. Then we were identifying the end position of the substring by using a find method. So later on we were extracting like at pos plus data of at pos plus 1 colon sp pos. That is the string slicing we were doing. We were using find and string slicing to extract a particular substring from the line. If you want to do the same thing in regular expression, we have a easy concept. So to do that substring extraction, we can also use a split actually. So we can split the line based on spaces. Then each word is indexed by an integer number to start with 0, 1 and 2. So since our uct.ac.za is in the index 1, so we can extract words of 1 and we can save it to email. Then email can be splitted based on at symbol. Then we will have two parts. Stephen.markword one part, uct.ac.za another part. And here again the second list. So here Stephen.markword will become pieces of 0 at index. uct.ac.za will become pieces of 1. So since our extraction is pieces of 1, we will print pieces of 1. So this is how we can make the same extraction using split. Previously we did it with find and slicing. Now we did it with split. In the regular expression, see, we have a cryptic code. You need not do so many things. You can simply write down a cryptic code or a regular expression. So as you can see, we have a cryptic code starting with at symbol. Then we have a parenthesis. That is what we have to extract. Means the things which we have in the parenthesis, that is what we have to extract. So we have open parenthesis and closed parenthesis. And between that we have a character class, and we have a cap symbol and a space. Means what do you mean by a cap symbol here? The negation. Means you have to exclude space. The meaning of having negation, that is cap symbol and a space, is except a space. You have to read all the characters many times which is after the at symbol. Means except blank space means the searching should stop when you encounter a blank space. So this will extract all the data after at symbol in all the lines of a file. Suppose if you want to extract the host name from the lines which start with the word from, then we can have a little change to it. So here, so we can write cap from, then we can have dot star, then we can continue it with the same cryptic code at having parenthesis, and within the parenthesis we will have a character class saying cap blank space, that is except a blank space, and you can match any other characters many times. So when you do this, this particular extraction will apply only to the lines that start with from. So as you can see, so we will stop extracting here at the close parenthesis. And this particular cryptic code can also be used to extract a float number. So the same example we have taken as an exercise in the strings chapter also. So there our job was to extract the lines that start with X, dspam, confidence, and extract only the float number. This can also be done by using a simple find all method. You can see that in color, stuff is equal to re.findAll. So the first parameter you can see, we are writing cap X hyphen dspam hyphen confidence colon, and then we are putting two parentheses, and within the parenthesis we are writing 0 to 9 dot. Here dot is not a wildcard, dot is a normal dot as it appears in the value. So it will matches all the characters in all the numbers in the range 0 to 9 and dot many times, and this particular part is only extracted since it is enclosed in the parenthesis, means extracting the substring of the matched string. You should remember this concept is very important. So thereby you can extract all the float numbers, and then if you want you can anyway that extraction value will be in the string data type, so you need to convert it to float. Then you can make use of it to add it to the list, or find the maximum of the list, or find an average, find a total. You can do anything, any stuff you want on the float number once it is converted from string to float. And the last concept in the regular expressions is escape character. Suppose the dollar meta character in regular expression will indicate end of the line. Suppose if you don't want that dollar to indicate end of line, you want a dollar to behave simply as a dollar symbol, then you should use a escape character. Escape character will remove the predefined meaning of the dollar symbol in regular expressions. So you can see one small example here. We have imported RE package, then we have assigned one line of string to X. Here we just received $10 $10.00 for cookies. Here we need to extract this $10.00. So here, since the content itself contained dollar, I want the dollar to behave normally. So when I use it in find all, if I simply use dollar, our interpreter will think that I should match at the end of the line. So just to make it to behave as a normal dollar, I am using a backslash first, then I am using dollar. So this will tell the interpreter that dollar is a normal character. Then after this dollar, we can find a range of numbers from 0 to 9, and it can also be a dot in between, and this can be matched many times. So, and this searching should be done in the variable x, that is second parameter. So when we do this, the find all will return a list to variable y. So now y is a list containing the extracted substring, that is $10.00. So this is how we can use escape character in the regular expression or a cryptic code. So that's it about the regular expressions. So to give a summary, I'll tell you that regular expressions are a cryptic but a powerful language for matching strings and extracting elements from those matched strings using several combination of cryptic codes. And regular expressions will have a special characters that indicate the intention of extraction, that is search and extraction. So once you understand the list of wildcards and how to make use of them, now I think that you will definitely have fun creating several cryptic codes and extract several parts of the lines of string of content of file, and have a fun using regular expressions. With this, we complete module 3, that is 60% of the syllabus is completed. And that's it. Thank you.